Okay, so here I have 2 lamb shoulders that I'll be taking the plastic off of and scrubbing with coarse salt and then rinsing it with cold water, and then I'll be using this lemon to also scrub it, and then I also give it a round with some vinegar. And then what I do is I take my sharp knife and I cut all the excess fat off, and I use a paper towel to dry it on all sides, and then I'll poke it with a knife, and I'll show you guys the steps. Alright, so here I have the lamb. I dried it and I poked it with the knife just like it's gonna say in the directions. I poke it on all sides. And here I have my spices. I've got Maggi powder. I have seasoned salt, garlic powder, black pepper. You can use either 7-spice or allspice. And then I have cinnamon. And on this I'm gonna be putting a 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. If you feel funny about using balsamic vinegar, you can substitute for lemon juice, and that's totally fine. So I'll be mixing this together and making it a paste, and then spreading it on the lamb shoulders on both sides. And then after I do that, I'll be putting the aromatics around it, which is 1 lemon quartered, 1 onion. You can use red or yellow or white, any color, just an onion, 4 bay leaves, and then just like a little handful of garlic. I put 4 cloves. You can put as much as you want, but this will go around. Alright, so here I've got the spices with the balsamic vinegar and the olive oil all mixed, and I'll be spreading it on both sides of the lamb. And then I'll be putting in the aromatics. And of course I have my my oven preheating at 500. I'll be posting the recipe shortly. And yeah, this is super simple. Lamb is very overrated. A lot of people are very intimidated to do this, but honestly, once you get the hang of it, it's all about washing and roasting. You can put whatever seasonings you want, but if you get the way of washing it down and cooking it right, like roasting it, you're gonna have amazing lamb shoulders every time. You just want to massage it in, make sure it gets into all those little holes. And also, if you notice, I made a cut above the shank and I bent it. This is very important for cooking. It looks better once it's finished cooking. Alright, so now that it is ready to be covered and roasted, you'll take 1/2 cup of water and just pour it in a corner. You don't want to wash the spices off of the lamb. And now I'll cover it with 3 layers of foil. And if you notice, I'm using 2 foil trays. These are the foil trays that I get at Costco. They're really big. I actually roast small lambs in this as well. Yeah, I'll be covering it with 3 layers of foil. I want it to be like a pressure cooker, basically. And I'll leave it in the oven at 500 for 1 hour, and then I'll reduce the heat to 325 for 2 hours. And it comes out like butter. So, surprise, I'm making shanks as well. I have people coming over today for dinner, and shoulders are not enough, so I wanted to make some extra shanks in case. I did the exact same recipe, by the way. And I'm going to roast them the exact same way. And I'll show y'all at the end how basically just any piece of lamb needs about that much time in the oven. Unless you're doing a whole lamb. That's a different story. But yeah, see? I treated it exactly the same. So I have a double oven. So the top one is the one I'm roasting the shoulders in. The bottom one I preheated to 500, and now I'll be putting those in there. Okay, I want to show y'all how fork tender this is. Look at that. It came right off. I'll show you another piece. See? It is fork tender, guys. This is like torture waiting for iftar. It's so soft. It's perfect. And a lot of you were asking me, why do I wash it with vinegar and lemon and salt? Just try my technique, and I can promise you, you will not taste gaminess at all in the lamb. It's so delicious. It might not be so pretty, but I'll decorate it. I'll show you guys when it's iftar time what it looks like when it's all, you know, done up nicely.